What is up, Watch fam? Happy Friday and welcome to Liquor Run. I am Christian from Theo and Harris, and you are
Rolly
from Theo and Harris. If you guys are not familiar with Liquor Run, we talk about watches and we drink great wine and talk about that wine, right, and the value that it brings.
Yeah, we love that.
What are we drinking today?
We're drinking a Sicilian red wine.
Siciliano. Damn, my daughter's swelling. So as we're talking about icons watches, the watches that, were worn by icons. So let's go ahead and do it. Before we jump in, we'll do a quick wristwatch check. What are you wearing, Daddy-O?
I have my Vempi chronograph.
Hot watch.
With a nice leather strap here.
It's a nice watch.
It's a great watch. I love the weight of it.
Yeah.
I love the
matte finish.
The matte finish.
Those hands.
Yeah.
And even the execution of the date window.
Yeah.
So many date windows are so ugly.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I like the way they put it down below.
And it's black in the background. Yes. If it was white, it would have been like an eyesore.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Beautiful watch.
Thank you.
am wearing a vintage IWC.
Beautiful
watch. Which is cool, right?
Yes. I like IWC.
You don't really find them often.
No.
I think that it's a wonderful brand and a really nice one. It's 36 millimeters, but it seems so big.
It seems a lot bigger than 36.
It seems like a jumbo.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what's on the list. So let's talk for a second about the influence of icons.
Right.
And then we'll jump into the wine. So
let's do that.
It's not very far-fetched to think that an icon could sell you on something. Someone that not just advertises, but seamlessly wears something and integrates into their life. And then you're like, oh, I want to be that guy. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's really cool.
Like David Beckham, for instance. Yeah. If you're into tattoos, he can influence you.
Oh, or even if you're not into tattoos, he can get you into it.
Right.
You want to emulate, that look.
Someone for the fashion folks that follow you, Lino Ielluzzi.
Oh yeah, you never considered wearing a double-breasted jacket. Lino does it. And then you're like, oh wow, that's really cool.
He's an influencer.
Yeah. James Dean and Porsche. You don't need too much. He brought a first glass of wine before we crack this open. External, elements don't need to sell you too much so on Porsche, but when you see James Dean in it with the hair and the cigarette, it's like, I want to buy a Porsche now. So let's crack open a bottle of wine.
They're selling you their brand, so to speak.
No doubt. So let's crack open a bottle of wine and let's jump into our icons after that.
Okay. So I've been really passionate about Sicilian wines, I think for the past, I would say, year or two. And most recently, there's been a lot of hype around this grape Frappato.
Okay.
And I got to tell you, I love this grape. Again, it's an indigenous Sicilian grape, and there are several producers out there that are making a fantastic Frappato expression of this grape, and cool. Turning it into really great Sicilian wine.
Yeah, it's not a grape I've heard of.
Yeah,
I don't know about Frappato, so it's cool to to actually try a different grape, not just a different wine, like a different grape.
I'm big on trying indigenous grapes from local areas that wines that you get here, because number one, they're very well priced. Mm-hmm. And they don't get the press, but
which is probably why they're so well priced.
That's why, because you're trying to break into the market.
Yep.
Now, but I don't want to say that they are fully established here.
Right.
These wines,
but they exist.
But they exist, and if you know a little bit about them, you can go out and search for them, and you have good drinking at I think a relatively good price.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's open this sucker up. This was down in the cellar. This morning, so the temperature is still pretty cool.
Cool.
And which is how I like. We like the wines like
the wine
that.
A little bit cooler. Yeah. And you don't put ice in good wine. What are you drinking? Carlo Rossi.
Carlo Rossi over there.
My grandpa, he drinks Carlo Rossi with ice, and we love him. We love him regardless.
Carlo Rossi. And he talks loud.
Yeah. He's so loud. He can't hear. The color is bizarre.
It is.
It's almost brown.
It has this ochre hue to it.
You're not worried that it's bad, is it?
No, it's clear.
It is clear.
Yeah.
It has almost like a clayish.
It does.
Color.
Yeah, it's a really good. That's a really good description. So giving it a little whirl. It doesn't smell. It smells right.
Good.
Yeah, this is 2013.
All right. We didn't cheers. What the? I mean,
What down? Yeah.
what was that?
Ready? Let's do this
If
again.
you consider $1 million just financed Don Corleone, I salute.
It's good, man.
You just can't. The Sicilians are able to shake the Godfather. By the way.
Oh, I can love when we
This is
hit a
delicious
good bottle.
wine. That's a delicious wine.
Oh yeah. Anna, try this.
Whoa.
In my new
Oh,
Cartier.
it's so freaking good,
full.
man.
Delicious, right? I could
It
drink this
smell
bottle.
like it.
It's a great idea.
The raspberry.
It's isn't
crazy.
it? That's the flavor. It is raspberry.
exactly
It's not
that.
blueberry.
No,
it's not
it's
blackberry.
exactly
It's raspberry.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've never tasted anything
Yeah.
like that.
It's delicious.
Delicious. Really good. It has great body. It has really good fruit
Name
to
the
it.
fruit, though. Name it.
For me, it's just dark red berries. Raspberries, probably raspberry is the flavor that comes to me more.
That
pronounced.
is delicious.
Yeah.
How much was this bottle?
This bottle was $16.
This is a freaking delicious bottle of wine.
It is. I'm happy we got it.
So am I.
Because again,
This is delicious.
I am so hot on this, and I'll continue to buy it because it's just such great drinking for $16. They range anywhere from 14, 15 up to about
Wow.
$24, $25. But this one is made
I'm
outside
serious.
of in Ragusa.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Good for these guys.
Yeah.
This is a delicious glass of wine. Cheers.
Fianobile.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
yeah.
bringing this to my attention.
Yeah.
Please.
So go out, get this one, find it. Look for Frappato. Frappato the grape. And
on that note, I mean,
Yeah.
so Rolando's here, Rolly's here drinking Frappato. Are you influenced now by Frappato?
right.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, exactly.
And on that note,
Yeah.
icons and watches. You are an icon. See how I
I'm
connected
a
that?
wine- I'm a wine con.
You're a wine con. I asked you to find somebody that
Yeah.
maybe defined or influenced how you view a particular watch. Who'd you pick?
That would
Who was
probably
the icon?
probably James Bond. Yeah.
No doubt.
Right.
In a tuxedo with a Submariner.
Don't put me on the spot like that again. Yes, that's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Tuxedo and a Submariner. It was in what? Dr. No?
That's back in the. I wasn't even born.
Before you were born.
Yeah.
It was 62.
I think it was 62.
And you weren't even born yet. But that's kind of when, I don't know when the Submariner really took off, but that's an iconic photo.
You can't look at him
Without that
looking.
watch.
Yeah, without that watch.
Yeah, I mean, and he also happens to be one of the most ultimately cool guys ever. You know
right.
what I mean? Like, this guy, is, whatever women he wants, everyone loved him, he saved the day.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to kind of be like him in any way you can.
Right.
And he
Right.
kind of invented the Submariner in a lot of ways. I chose Truman Capote. Who's not so much of a popular figure, for most people. I love Truman Capote. Not that I've, read, I read Get in Cold Blood, but that's it. That's all he wrote, though, right?
Okay.
Check this out. I mean, I just love the way he's a super, perplexed kind of photo here, and it's just endlessly cool with the suit and everything. I mean, I don't know. And that brand, I mean, although it's just a clasp, it's not, it's not the whole watch. It's not even the dial. It's not the case. It's a clasp. And it's not even the Maltese clasp like Vacheron. I mean, it's like just almost like a square.
Right.
But yet it's an icon.
Yes.
It's Truman Capote wearing the only watch he would wear. And that's kind of one of the figures that sold me on Cartier. Okay, so we are 155% wrong. I obviously am not nearly a Truman Capote fan, obviously. But he's still a really cool guy, and this is a tremendous photo.
But you don't have to be a fan of his. The fact that you saw a picture of Truman Capote
photo,
and you saw that watch,
Yeah.
he was an influencer. So there was something about
No
him
doubt.
that made that you
He's
said,
a magnet.
"Wow,
I mean,
he's a magnet."
the way he kind of like looks in these photos is kind of like almost obscure.
Right.
I don't know. It's just something about this guy. You look at him and you're interested in him. And that watch, that Cartier, to me, that photo influenced my opinion on the brand so much. It's the heyday kind of Cartier, and that's why when I buy a vintage Cartier, which is probably one of my favorite brands ever to buy, I am buying into that story.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I want to look like Truman. Actually, there's a photo that you took of me. Remember that at dinner? Put that photo here. This is how much I love this photo. I was at dinner one night, and Anna, I said, oh, take a photo of me, which I don't do very often, mind you. I don't do it that often. And I took off my glasses, and I was like this. I was like, with the Cartier right there, because I wanted to be, or look in that moment, when I was drinking a lot of red wine, like Truman Capote. I don't know why, but he's a magnet, man. He's a magnet.
He is. I think you just described exactly the icon, right?
Yep.
You didn't know much about Truman Capote.
No.
You saw a photo. It turns out he's one of the greatest writers, great writers of the past century, right?
Yeah, but
that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He was still an influencer.
Look at Paul Newman. I always laugh. Right. Paul Newman is one of the biggest icons in the watch world. Yeah. Paul Newman Daytona. Yeah. I don't really know who Paul Newman is. All jokes aside, and I know that makes you sound like an idiot. I'm just being honest. Like, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I know he does the dressing, and I know he was in movies. Anna was saying 2 minutes ago, like, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. I get it. Like, I'm an idiot. I know that.
Yes.
But the fact remains that when you see a photo of Paul Newman, that's not that guy I saw once. That's Paul Newman, one of the most important people of all time, in culture.
For me, now that we're on this topic, of icons, Jacques Cousteau.
No doubt.
For me, I my love of like diver watches began as a little kid, always watching. I used to watch Jacques Cousteau on Sunday nights.
Amazing.
And with my family.
A lot of Rolexes and a lot of Doxa.
Okay, see, I didn't even know that. Yeah. But for me, I used to love the way that looked on his wrist. And that's probably why I've gravitated to that style of watch. Yeah, it's what I knew. It's what I said. Wow, I want to have something really like cool. That. Yeah, that kind of style. So,
you're 100% right. The influence of someone, it can be totally tremendous, and that's why I think that native advertising, right? Cartier paying people to wear their watches, not just to events, not to show up at an event, not to be on a poster board, but that to me can build such brand equity in the hearts of so many people passively. Not even like in your face. It just is.
It is.
I think that Hermes belts with the big H are one of the most widely hated things on men. People hate them, but and I would not. I don't think I would wear the H. It's not my thing. But when I see Marcus Lemonis wear it, it's like, oh, I guess you don't have to be a dick. He seems to be one of the coolest guys of all time, and he's wearing that.
Good point.
And I look at that, and I'm like, wow, there's this guy taking on one of the most isolating, things of all time,
right?
And saying, yeah, I'm a really cool guy, and I make a lot of money, but that's not the point. Like, I'm a really because it's an item that looks so douchey,
right?
But it's things like that, native advertising, that to me is going to be worth so much more money in the future. But it takes time, I think, and people aren't patient. It takes time to build that kind of value.
It's organic.
It's organic. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
But good things come organically, like this wine. Thank you so much for introducing me to this, Daddy-O. Absolutely freaking delicious. We're going to polish off this bottle in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Salud, guys. Happy Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel on YouTube if you love watches as much as we do. And do not forget to follow us on Instagram at Theo and Harris for more watches and shenanigans. Cheers, guys. Boom.
Cheers.